Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to not be about makeup. I'm going to show you all how I prepared this chicken and shrimp seafood boil, and I made the Bloves Seafood Boil Sauce from scratch because, as you know, if you watch Love on YouTube, she has released a sauce on Amazon, but it's always sold out. So I went on her channel, and she shows you how she makes the sauce from scratch. So I went ahead and I made it from scratch. So I have green peppers, red potatoes, corn, egg, chicken, shrimp, and this seafood boil. And then I made this sauce from scratch. It's so easy. So let's get started. So first I started off by rinsing the potatoes. You always should rinse the potatoes off because they sometimes have dirt on them or they're just dirty. So like I just always wash my potatoes. And then I'm going to go ahead and wash my corn. And then I'm going to go ahead and wash my chicken. I know not a lot, but I know some people don't wash their chicken when they cook, but I do just because I just always wash the meat that I cook. You always should wash it. And then I'm going to season it with garlic powder. I love garlic, anything. Garlic is like one of my favorite seasonings and slash vegetable. And then in this adobe Goya seasoning, this stuff is the truth. And then I'm going to take some Lowry seasoned salt, just sprinkle a little bit. And then I'm going to take the garlic and herb from McCormick. This stuff is good. Kind of leaves your chicken crunchy. And then I'm going to put the garlic and pepper from McCormick's and season it and just mix it together. That garlic and herb stuff like leaves a cute little crust on the chicken. It's actually very good. And then I take some minced garlic. And I just put that in there because I love garlic. I love it. I love it. I would add more garlic if I could. But my boyfriend would be like, why you got so much garlic in here? And then I take the Pam cooking spray, spray my cookie sheet. And then I'm just going to place my chicken drumsticks on the cookie sheet. Put that in the oven. So I use a tablespoon of everything for the sauce. So I'm going to start out with a tablespoon of lemon pepper and then a tablespoon of garlic powder. I used like 10 seasonings for this video. And then a tablespoon of oregano. And I'm going to leave all of this in the description box below. A tablespoon of onion powder. A tablespoon of cayenne pepper. A tablespoon of Cajun seasoning. And if you want your sauce extra hot, add 2 tablespoons of this. I just added for 1. And then 1 tablespoon of paprika. 1 tablespoon of black pepper. And then 1 tablespoon of accent seasoning with the salt. But make sure it's accent because this is what Love uses. And then 1 tablespoon of Old Bay seasoning. And I'm doing it the way Love did it just so we could get an accurate way of how it tasted. And I'm doing 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper just so it won't be so hot. But if you like it hot, then do a full tablespoon. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut my onion. And a cool fact that I learned from Love is if you don't cut like that root of the onion, you all can see I didn't cut the other side of the onion. I don't know what that's called, the head or something. I don't know. When you don't cut that, you don't cry when you cut an onion. And I didn't cry like that. I thought she was lying when she said it, but I didn't cry while cutting this onion. So as long as you don't cut that ball off or the head of the onion, you don't cry. Now, as soon as I cut that ball, that's when I started crying. And I'm just going to go ahead and get my onion cut down all the way. I'm sorry, this might not be the most professional way to cut an onion. I'm not a chef, but I try. If you aren't comfortable with cutting with a knife, don't cut with a knife. Just have somebody who is comfortable cutting. I don't want anybody hurting themselves if they've like never cut with a knife before. I got this onion holder from Home Goods, and I always have little cool things like that in the kitchen. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut the green pepper up. This green bell pepper with the seafood boil was amazing. You can add yellow bell pepper, orange bell pepper, red bell pepper. I just got green because it was on sale at Jewel's, and it worked just fine. It tasted amazing. I liked it. And now I'm going to melt 4 sticks of unsalted butter in a pan and let that simmer. And I'm gonna add a tablespoon of minced garlic, and then I'm gonna start to stir it as it gets hot. And then I'm going to go ahead and add all the seasonings that I had mixed earlier in the video, and then just slowly stir that. Make sure your heat is on like not low, but just medium. You don't want it too high and too low. And then I forgot to add a tablespoon of brown sugar, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that into the pot and mix that together. And this only needs to be on the burner for about 5 minutes. And then I'm gonna go ahead and saute my onions. B-Love let her onions be like sliced. I diced them because I don't want big onions like that in my sauce. And I'm gonna go ahead and take those sauteed onions once they turn brown and put it in the sauce, mix it together. And then I'm gonna just put my shrimp and saute my shrimp. I think I used Old Bay seasoning. What did I use to season it? Oh, I used garlic first, the minced garlic. And then I did some of the Old Bay seasoning so I could get that seafood taste from it, because that Old Bay seasoning brings the seafood taste out in food. I'm gonna go ahead and mix it around, stir it. I'm gonna take my chicken out the oven and put it in the pan where all the seafood boil stuff is gonna go. Potatoes, corn, all of that. And I let the chicken be in the oven on 350 for 30 minutes. And then I'm putting the shrimp in there. I got my eggs, my potatoes, corn. I put my seafood boil sauce in a glass Pyrex bowl that I have. That way I could just dip it easily. And that is the seafood boil, and that's how I prepared it. If you like this video, please thumbs up it. And if you aren't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see y'all next time.